Welcome to our channel of IGNOU Audiobooks, Indira Gandhi National Open University, School of Journalism and New Media Studies, SOJNMS. Master of Arts, Journalism and Digital Media, MAJDM. Second year, MNMO 30 Theorizing Digital Media. Block 1 Communication Patterns of Digital Media. Unit 1 Multi-Platform Communications, 1.0 Introduction. As technology transformed, the communication process also transformed. Today, we communicate with people in multiple ways through various means and media. Simultaneously, observe how many communication devices you have or how you communicate on a single device, for example, your mobile phone, laptop, or the smart TV screen you have in your living room. You not only see multiple screens such as a TV screen, the screen of your personal computer, PC, or laptop, and your mobile screen, but interestingly, you see and communicate with various forms and formats of content using multi-platforms on a single screen device. For example, you might have a commerce-based application on your phone. You might be visiting a social media platform such as Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, etc. You might be using FaceTime on iPhone or text-based chat applications like WhatsApp or Telegram. It is possible that you might be communicating the same content on various platforms altogether since they are interoperable and linked. We live in an age of multiple devices: personal computers, laptops, tablets, mobile phones, and internet-based, smart TVs with multiple communication platforms, forms, and formats. Everything is converging here, and what we are seeing is a media industry that is as much about media production, exhibition, and distribution as it is about facilitating communication among its audience. Marshall, 2009. Therefore, to better understand the medium, its formats, and various forms of communication associated with it, we also need to understand the changing nature of audience. This becomes pertinent especially when social networking sites, through removing technical barriers in content production, enable the audiences to produce their content. Comprehending the media ecosystem and its audiences also leads us better to equip ourselves with the writing skills for multi-platform publishing. Due to the changing roles of the audience, digital media is all-pervasive and yet contextual. In this regard, knowledge of the emerging practices, in terms of the 3 S's: sharing, storing, and saving in the online media and social media environment becomes essential. As the contextualized sharing of content is an inseparable part of media practice, comments, likes, reposting and sharing with the added content, and a range of other site-specific tools all work together to contextualize the content to give it a specific local meaning. It has to be seen and incorporated as a related factor for content generation. Koskela, 2004, Daisuke Okabe, 2005. Cited in Hinton. After completing this unit, you should be able to define and comprehend the forms and formats of multi-platform communications, understand the processes and emerging patterns of multi-platform communication, write and create multimedia content for different media and forms for various types of audiences, and assess the prospects and challenges involved with the emerging multi-platform communication and publication. 1.2 Understanding multi-platform communications. Digital media is all-encompassing of physical devices from computers, tablets, smartphones, smart TVs, etc., and soft of structures, websites and portals, social media platforms, chat applications and over-the-top or OTT services, platforms. The media content, text, visual and audiovisual, is the interoperable digital data. The users, audience access it in various forms and formats on digital devices. Also, it is more personal and accessed as part of the personal content. Remember how you received a funny video in the chat group? Let's discuss digital media's emerging forms and formats and their audiences. 1.2.1 Media Forms and Formats. Today, all content is mainly created in a multimedia format using text, videos, and visuals used in varied degrees. We may classify the content into long-form, blogs, video blogs, vlogs, podcasts, full-length films, documentaries, and short-form, reels, shorts, clips, memes. The content is created using traditional and new formats, according to information, infotainment, and/or entertainment needs. Let us find out some of the forms and formats in detail. 1. Interview and talk show format. Podcasts. Podcasts are audio, video downloadable programs based on a particular theme. Podcasts present a particular issue per episode related to the broad theme. Low cost with a massive impact. Podcasts allow for a broader distribution through subscription-based platforms such as Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. A 2 to 3 hour podcast is presented in an interview or conversation format, including information and fiction, non-fiction content. 2. Article, feature format. Blogs, vlogs. Blogs are information or infotainment-based online journals. Blog writing may be an organizational tool for promotion or individual expression. Usually, blogs are text-based pieces of writing which incorporate 2 to 3 pictures, videos and related hyperlinks, clickable digital references to another digital document. Feature-based content presented in audio-video format is known as video blog or vlog. You may find such vlogs on YouTube, a video sharing social media platform. Blogging platforms like WordPress, Joomla, Wix, Squarespace, etc. provide writers with visual design and SEO, search engine optimization for increasing visibility on search engines, opportunities to create blogging content in attractive ways. 3. News format. News feeds. News feeds are an internet-specific format for news that works through RSS, really simple syndication. RSS provides flexible codes for news stories, posts from different websites and synchronizes them on the host website or device. Thus, it works as a digest of selected feeds to provide the reader with easily accessible material from different sources in one place. For example, a news feed, RSS feed indicating headlines of various stories on a single page. RSS news feeds are interactive, like social media platforms where users can see the likings and postings of others. Social media news aggregation, like news feeds, a news aggregator also provides curated content around the source and the topics. News aggregators provide tailored content based on user preferences through a search algorithm. Google News, News 360, and Flipboard are examples of news aggregators. 4. Social media and new formats, shorts, reels, memes. Shorts and reels, these are the short-form video formats supported by Synoptic description in text. Based on different purposes, they may be small clips cut out from the mainstream, long-form content produced by social media users on mobile phones or may be created by professional organizations for promotional activities. YouTube is the most popular platform which facilitates producers, users to upload, view and download such video content as shorts. It works like a search engine to show the viral content, especially the entertaining content at the top. Similarly, short videos produced by social media users, showcasing entertainment created out of daily life and shot through mobile phones are presented as reels on the social media platform Instagram. Nowadays, professional organizations are also using the format for promotions. Meme is certainly the most revolutionary form in a mashup format that has evolved in digital media. This is copied content, which is then transformed by mixing it with a local context. Graham Meikle, 2016, can be quoted in full to understand the form of memes. Internet memes circulate so widely through social media because many different individuals in many different contexts find them meaningful and choose to make them, share them with others, and, in doing so, make both their memes and themselves visible. They are making a remix. Increasingly, mobile phones are becoming a host of content. From ringtones and screensavers to games and applications of all sorts, a camera phone has become a center of new contexts for image distribution like microblogging and location-based services, LBSs, where we are witnessing the emergent type of visibility. Through LBSs such as Facebook Place, ambient images, and geographic locations. Hinton. It is the intrinsic, audience content media relationship that is forming the activity in many of these technologies. Could not exist in the forms they do without sharing, modification, swapping, downloading, uploading and reworking of material among users. Gorgon, 2011, 1.2.2 Audiences. To understand the changing nature of audiences, we will have to look at the older practices of audiences. As a part of media and process research, audiences have been seen as passive or active. However, to relate to the digital age, we may borrow the audience's classification as given by Dennis McQuail. The available or potential audience, all with the basic skill, e.g., literacy and/or reception capability. The internal audience, those who pay attention to sections, types, or single items of content. The cumulative audience, the overall proportion of the potential audience that is reached over a particular period. The target audience is that section of a potential audience singled out for reach by a particular source, e.g., an advertiser. Today, we may observe all these traits in digital media users in a single time frame. This changing user behavior has been well noted by Matt Locke, cited in Dewdney 2014, such as people using mobile phones while they were watching TV to exchange and look for information or go online to follow up on things they had just seen for added cultural experiences. Here, one thing which can be prominently observed is the choices in terms of multimedia and multi-content and the personalized behavior to use and utilize that content. Media experts observe this as an emerging democratization media landscape where every individual is counted as an important potential active user who selects and chooses from the given array of media and content. India's deep mobile connectivity means both choices in content have been democratized across class and creed, and the content has to be about every individual who consumes it. Ghosh, 2024. On the other hand, the media industry sees audiences as divided as never before. Segmentation and fragmentation are how audiences have been seen in media and content. With the increase in mass media devices and practices, people tend to choose between media devices and content, leading to channel fragmentation. In turn, producers and distributors go for audience segmentation and try to reach different types of people with content tailored specifically for them. Tarot, 2019. Although the practice is fluid and dynamic, to customize the content based on what the user wants, content is filtered through fragmentation. Moreover, it restricts the content choices given to the audiences, contrary to the democratization principle. To look at the solution, we may look at the user not from the audience perspective, but as a co-actor in the total media ecosystem. P. David Marshall, 2009, suggests the concept of user subjectivity to understand new age audience practices that take place through internet-enabled mobile phones and software to consume and co-create the content with a social media-driven distribution mechanism. This enables users to fabricate their own stories, their own connections, and their social networks. In Axel Brunzer's 2008 words, this is producage, production and usage of digital media, having enormous commercial as well as public value. To simplify, we can see how user-generated content is produced and consumed through multimedia, multi-platforms, and multidimensional activities. 1.3 Digital Media Ecology and MULTIPLATFORM capabilities. Open access and interactivity in digital media transformed one-way mass communication into two-way interpersonalized mass interaction. Today, targeted content is being delivered cheaply to the user, or even for free, with a widespread reach. You get a data-driven response, likes, comments, and most importantly, shares or reposts to amplify the brand image at zero cost, with successful audience engagement. Ghosh, 2024, Attic, 2013. The dynamics of this interchange between producer and consumer in the emerging convergence culture has been described by Henry Jenkins, 2008, in terms of three basic elements: cross-media experiences and consumption of cultural goods, a participatory media culture, and collective or collaborative intelligence in the media experience. Let us discuss the ecology of contemporary digital media in detail. 1.3.1 Processes and emerging patterns. The advent of digital media did not replace the older media but increased the range of media. Today, people construct for themselves a mix of outlets and content that provides what they want from the media. Tewksbury. Using multi-platform communication. Interestingly, this new system is not limited to the large corporations, but creates an inclusive environment for small working groups, contractors, individual freelancers, working as content creators, designers, and managers for different platforms, and the consumers and users of digital media at large to give it a translocally situated experience. Hesmond Haig, 2006, cited in Dewes, 2009. According to Dewes, 2009. Not only does this perspective on convergence culture from the view of the industry offer us a more complex, hybrid, and colorful palette for looking at the production of culture, but it also opens the door to include the audience, the consumer, and the user into our framework for understanding the collisions and collusions of old and new in the contemporary media ecology. Convergence in the work and organizational structures. Mark Dewes, 2009, further describes the factors of media work as the inclusion of various stakeholders, professional producers, audiences, sources, and sponsors in the co-creation of media content and experiences, the integration of various media industries in a global production network. The media production process involves the complex coordination between distinctly different goals: creativity, commerce, content, and connectivity. Similar patterns in terms of work organization can be drawn in the scheme given by Hartley, 2009. 1. Agents, origination, who may be individuals or firms, characterized by choice, decision-making and learning. 2. Networks, adoption, both real, social, and virtual, digital. 3. Enterprise, retention, market-based organizations and coordinating institutions. Potts et al. 2008. Convergence and hybridity in content creation. The hybridity of convergent media has been explained by Dewdney, 2014, as follows. 1. Overlapping practices. Dewes, 2009, calls this convergence of place, as in the sites of media production. The practice may be further explained by the cross-referencing of content in convergent media such as YouTube Shorts, Instagram, Reels, memes, and vlogs that feeds the need for satire and self-criticism. In contemporary democracies, Papacharacy, 2010, 2. Dissolving of conceptual boundaries of potential meaning. The characteristic has been described by Dewes, 2009, as a convergence of experience where, through specific activities and interactions on digital media platforms, people generate new meanings to the content and contexts. For example, memes are created by mixing the content to create a pun-intended contextual message. The prominence of satirical content reveals a playful mood that results in a creative and nonsensical pastiche of content that is befitting of postmodern political tastes and orientations. Papacharacy, 2010, 3. Emergence of new hybrid practices. For example, interview-based Podcasts contain the personal branding and indirect advertisements of the organization, product associated with the guest speaker. Convergent identities. We may add one another feature in audience-specific perspective as cited by Dewes 2009 as convergence of identity, as in notions of professional identity versus the cult of the amateur, Keane 2007, or in terms of the user-producer in digital spaces. 1.3.2 Effectiveness of digital platforms with effective communication. At a time when traditional media, TV and print, was going through a content saturation, in terms of structured content and fatigue among the audiences, especially the younger ones, Web 2.0 emerged with a new social media culture and content formats. Social networking sites and platforms opened the opportunities for all forms of content, meant for all kinds of audiences: blogs, microblogs, text-based content, video, and audio, be it on X, YouTube, Wikipedia, or subscription-based online radio platforms like Spotify, ATIC, 2013. As we discussed earlier, user-friendly computer interfaces made the process interactive for users, and user-generated content became a key factor for the success of any digital media organization in the new media environment. Media companies, with the gradual development of industrial standards, are increasingly embracing audiences as co-creators of content in newer experimental and creative ways. Dewes, 2009. Some of the case studies are discussed in the next section. The overall sociocultural impact of user-generated content can be mentioned as follows: OECD, 2007. Cited in Hartley, 2009. Altered economics of information production. The democratization of media production. User autonomy. Increased participation and increased diversity. Collaborative, sharing information, ideas, opinions, and knowledge. A more diverse array of cultural content. Diversity of opinion, free flow of information, and freedom of expression. However, there are challenges: inclusion, content quality, security in privacy, digital divide, cultural fragmentation, and individualization of the cultural environment to create an ideal society that includes all the marginalized groups. Effective content creation. Today, stakeholders in content creation are creating long-form and short-form content for user gratification and engagement. To capture depth and context, such content is created with visual effects and graphics, depending on the desired length and format. The long-form content creates communities of like-minded people who read long texts, watch, listen to programs or episodes that are 1 to 2 hours long, and engage in ideological conversations. On the other hand, virality-driven short-form content attracts people more frequently than ever before. Such content is further co-created by adding up the personal context and keeps on being shared. Effective distribution and consumption of content. Social media is rich in its ability to transmit text, sound, video, and images, and it can transmit this information instantaneously in both directions to and from anyone around the world. In terms of its potential for effectiveness, Kessenbury, 2016. Content carved out with social presence, based on interpersonal, face-to-face communication parameters, and media richness. The amount of information transmitted in each time by a particular medium is broadcast, narrowcast, personalized and customized content shared with a limited audience, shared and circulated across the platform. With a peer-to-peer mechanism, the content is shared with the help of digital features and tools such as bookmarking, file storage, and sharing as part of content consumption practices. For example, long-form content, like podcasts, can be carved into smaller segments such as reels, clips, and posts, to be sent to different segments of audiences on social media platforms like X, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn as part of an effective communication strategy. Social media, with its embedded networking capacity, automatically leverages content outreach. It provides a venue for organic reach where friends or fans, followers, of one user see all updates. Kessenbury. Further, the content gets boosted with the user producer's co-creation and recreation, which remains in circulation. Thus, digital media platforms are the vehicle of effective communication through the dynamic nature of the networks and content creation flexibilities. 1.4 Writing multi-platform content. Today, there are myriad opportunities to create and communicate with the audience. You may write a blog using WordPress, Tumblr, Blogger, etc. Visit imaging sites such as Flickr and video hosting sites like YouTube, or high-end content sharing services platforms such as Vimeo, Snapchat, SlideShare and many more. However, it is essential to select the right platform. Likewise, creating the right content for the right platform by the purpose is equally important. At the same time, considering every individual as a potential reader, content should be rich in diversity with varied contexts woven into a single text, or given as multiple contents, as described by Dennis McCull, 2010. The content should incorporate the following: a wide range of choices for audiences on all conceivable dimensions of interest and preference, many and different opportunities for access by voices and sources in society. A true or sufficient reflection in the media of the varied reality of societal experience. Let us discuss how we can enrich the content for various platforms. 1.4.1 News. As described in the previous sections, digital media spaces in news segments can be categorized as news websites and portals, as the expansion of the newspaper, TV news organizations, and curated news services. On the convergent digital media platforms, the news portals, websites work through a hypermedia ecosystem where multiple messages or media forms can be seen instantaneously. Embedded video, visual elements, interactive graphics, infographics, pictures, slideshows, etc. are the hypermedia features given on the web page with the essential text. In a hypermediated environment, the news portals are designed with a user interface to make the content interactive. Users click on the given interface to access and give responses to the content. Thus, the major difference between traditional news media and current media is interactivity and two-way communication. For this, we need to create content that talks, creates a dialogue for continuing conversation, and prompts the reader to take further action. Let us see how it works. While the journalistic perspective for digital writing remains the same, content-rich in information and education leads the content, the commercial strategy increases the reach. For this, organizations target specific audiences with push notifications and news alerts through messages and app notification services. For a wider audience reach, multi-platform content publishing is done to increase clicks and engagement. The strategy includes selecting the platform and format, creating content, and enhancing content and search engine optimization, SEO. Selecting platform and format, select the platform based on the requirement. For instance, a live blog or live reporting may be streamed on Facebook and X. Apart from your portal, a short form of the same content, microblog, can be published on X or Facebook, and videos can be uploaded to YouTube and Instagram and shared on WhatsApp and Snapchat for instant messaging. Combined storytelling formats for telling the news differently should be practiced for multi-platforms per their orientation. For example, you may tell the story by highlighting the location and focusing on the key character. Sometimes, raw videos are more impactful on X since they convey a sense of immediacy. Similarly, an audio slideshow or video interview in a journalism format will go with a YouTube channel or podcast. Content creation, the simple journalistic writing principles with a little twist, work well for multi-platform publishing. Some of the tips given by Bradshaw. 2019, can be described here. Tell the story with clear, concise headlines and subheadlines, do not repeat the print headline. Summarize the story. Use subheadings to break up the article into small pieces for easy comprehension. Bullet or number lists for updates, it eases the user's reading. Indented quotes or block quotes, it works as an element of visual design. As well, use numbers instead of words for numeric data. Embolden words to highlight key phrases. Give hyperlinks, wherever possible, to link the background material. Break up text with images, galleries, charts, video, audio, maps, and other embedded media. Consider creating different videos for different platforms. For instance, a 10-second video for Instagram, a 20-second version for X, a 40-second or 1-minute version for the Facebook page, and a full-length video on YouTube. Call the audience for action. Prompt users with the words watch, see, and listen. Invite them to join a live chat or live blog, meet, an interview, and find out, an explainer or backgrounder. Content enhancement and SEO. Most content management systems allow you to link platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X using hashtags and tags for effective communication. Write creative hashtags and use tags while referring to people. Specifically, for search engine optimization, use maximum keywords which are related directly to your content and go for an operating system OS that enables your content to be screened on multiple devices, computer screens, mobile phones, and tablets effectively with different screen aspect ratios and user interfaces. Curating the news, keeping up to date with developments is the simplest way. Indeed, in most cases, you need only click the share this or like buttons on a story to add it to your feed. Bradshaw, 2019, 1.4.2 Entertainment. While cross-media experiences changed how we created and consumed entertainment-based content, there have been area-specific developments in digital media. For example, OTT or over-the-top digital services like Netflix, JioCinema, ZEE5, Amazon Prime Video, Disney Hotstar, etc. are the streaming platforms for essentially entertainment-based content like films and series. However, some of them also showcase live streaming of sports events. From a multi-platform publishing and communication point of view, these platforms can be reached if one has a story to tell in a short story format. For example, Prime Video also curates short films in the regional Indian languages. Besides that, media industry convergence has robustly been used by big corporate film studios in production. For example, Jenkins, 2006, uses the film The Matrix and its sequels as examples of multi-platform cross-media convergent storytelling. The complete sequel has 3 movies: The Matrix Reloaded, and The Matrix Revolutions. However, as a part of a complete ecosystem, the filmmakers also developed a series of short animated films titled The Animatrix, graphic novels, and 2 video games, Enter the Matrix and The Matrix Alternate Reality Game. Every piece of work is somewhere different yet related to the basic theme, and that is how it adds an extra layer to the story to entertain several audiences. The whole content is well connected so that one work or content leads to the other. For instance, the cheat codes for the game Enter the Matrix are hidden in billboards included in film shots in the Matrix trilogy. You may see Jenkins, 2006 for details about the Matrix transmedia strategy using different narrative styles across media platforms. The entertainment industry regularly experiments with creative writing styles on the same theme using gaming, reels, shorts, and animation. This enriches the user's viewing experience and enhances the outreach of entertainment-based content using a multi-platform communication strategy. For example, the extensive strategy of the Star Wars series of films, cartoon films, series, video games, and apps on Pokémon is further being extended to augmented reality, semi-real games and real events, as well as mashups and co-created content by users in the form of reels and shorts. 1.4.3 Advertising and Public Relations. The advertising industry in the digital age is observing a shift from sales pitch to ideas forum. Storytelling has become crispier with planting change-making initiatives to sell a product. Now an ad is compressed between several windows on your device and fights for attention. For instance, Cred, a reward-based credit card payment app, masked its ad as scrollable content. Ghosh, 2024. Thus, advertising and public relations firms must be more creative in creating transmedia and multi-platform communication with the user, especially when the users create competitive content in Instagram Reels and YouTube videos. Therefore, storytelling and embedding the product in the story is the real challenge for advertisers. Also, brand websites and blogs offer RSS feeds to ensure updated content is automatically delivered via a feed reader. The creative industry incorporates more people and their cultures into stories. Here are two examples. Ghosh, 2024. 1. Cadbury's latest Mother's Day campaign involved creating a microsite that asked every user to fill out some personality details about their mothers. Creators then fed every mother's description into ChatGPT and asked it to compose a song based on the information. This was set to music, and an MP3 file was created and emailed to the mothers. 2. Zomato made the daily news cycle its promotional vehicle, retweeting news that would suit its customer base, especially those related to food, and adding its take on them. In that sense, the consumer has become the new showrunner. Vlogs are another entertainment-based content that integrates ratings and reviews with geolocation sites to enhance business. Users are attracted to place-specific products and places for direct business. 1.5 Prospects and Challenges. We have seen how media content in various forms, from images to videos, films to storytelling, ads, news, and interviews to discussions, continuously takes new fluid shapes to form a convergent culture. In the world of media convergence, where every important story gets told, every brand gets sold, and every consumer gets courted across multiple media platforms, there is more to go with more advancements in media and communication technologies. Jenkins, 2004, cited in Mila. Let us discuss the new prospects and challenges thereof. 1.5.1 New avenues with mobile communication, artificial intelligence and ease of learning. As the number of mobile phone users is increasing, mobile applications for cross-platform publishing are coming with operating systems, OS, capable of working on Android and iOS equally. This enables content creators to communicate more effectively across platforms. Software and app developers are increasingly making these apps more secure, efficient, easy to use, and fast. Similarly, AI, artificial intelligence, tools make content presentation in various forms easy. These may be used as supporting tools to enrich the work, such as summarizing the long reports and video synthesis for smooth content distribution across platforms. There are specific AI tools for specific functions. Experts tell us about various activities the different types of AI tools perform. The AI may be categorized as reactive AI, performance-based preset tools for a set work assigned, such as the ones we use for image correction. Generative AI, memory-based, super AI that is self-correctable and generates images, text, and other content for creative support. For example, image generation and correction are text-based tools that not only help synchronize the written text but also support writing creative headlines, titles, hashtags, social media captions, etc. Also, there are tools for multi-platform support to convert and customize the content for social media platforms: Facebook, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. Some tools convert text to audio, video, or video to text. In addition to these, AI tools offer embedded, built-in social media calendars for scheduling, organizing, and publishing social media posts. 1.5.2 New challenges of identity theft, privacy breach, and deepfake. Autonomy and control over the communication process given to users make digital media distinctive. In the online convergent media, individuals create their day-to-day lives and realities in their stories. In this depiction of the self, the users or producers feed a large set of personal data into the digital internet-based networks. However, such amalgamation of content between users and producers is the new age media and communication practice that not only gives creative ideas and cultural insight to the advertising and entertainment industry, as discussed in the previous section, but also poses a challenge to keep your identity intact. The easily accessible data of anyone by anyone is increasingly leading to the problem of identity theft. There are cases reported by celebrities and social media influencers where their data, pictures, videos have been used to recreate sensational content for easy publicity. Similarly, commoners' data is used for financial fraud and cybercrime. Users' identities are also revealed by their profiles on social media. Although the practice from users' perspective has been seen as positive and supportive of enhancing the networks, Miller, 2011, takes a critical view on the digital media and social media organizations for the mechanism of profile management. The point of creating databases and constructing profiles is to get closer to the individual, to make them measurable and thus ultimately predictable. The control of the media organizations over this data and monitoring of the same is categorized as surveillance, and hence privacy breach, as it impedes users' right to control their name and other information about self, and the intrusion of their virtual space in terms of unwarranted intrusion and intimidation. Miller, 2011, takes a more commercial perspective of surveillance since it is more connected to what we observe about deepfake. Miller suggests the governments do not collect the lion's share of surveillance data, but by private corporations operating under the central principle at work in the information age. That information itself has attained the status of a commodity. Thus, personal data is collected, organized, and sold to marketing and advertising firms and individuals in this information economy. With machine learning and technology, the data is vulnerable to creating deep fakes. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, a deep fake is an image or recording that has been convincingly altered and manipulated to misrepresent someone as doing or saying something that was not done or said. The content convergence in multi-platform communication systems increases. The problem is it is being used to spread misinformation, manipulate public perception, or engage in fraudulent activities. Therefore, we need to understand the multi-platform media ecosystems thoroughly and the challenges associated with data usage so that whenever we use freely accessible online data or request information or content from users, we should be vigilant and cross-check the details. Also, it indicates applying journalistic ethical practices in using solicited data only after obtaining due consent from the original source. 1.6 Summary. In this unit, we discussed the nuances of the digital media ecosystem that comes with multi-platform communication opportunities. We reviewed various media forms and formats emerging with digital media. We also tried to identify the shift in the audience's needs and formations in new media. We learned about the processes and emerging patterns of multi-platform content for effective communication. By observing some good examples of creative content from the industry, we tried to obtain the required skill set for writing multi-platform content in the fields of news, entertainment, advertising, and public relations. We discussed the possibilities for easy and effective multi-platform communication using mobile communication technology and artificial intelligence. We also examined the challenges with the ever-increasing digital networks so that we may remain careful while creating content to make it authentic and credible. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video with the next chapter.